So is this response enough to deter attacks on our troops for the future? The read now from retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Bob Maginnis and former Deputy National Security Advisor Victoria Coates. Now, Victoria, I want to start with you. 3 troops injured, 1 critical. Are these attacks, I mean, they seem to keep happening. Is this about a lack of respect for the U.S.?
Well, it is. It's good to be with you, Edward. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And clearly, this has been bound to happen. We've had over 100 attacks on American installations and personnel since the middle of October, and eventually they're going to get lucky and they're going to hit some guys. And in this case, we took some pretty bad injuries. And clearly, what the president did overnight has not dissuaded them. I mean, these things are all related, and the Houthi are still escalating in the Red Sea. This is a big problem.
So, Bob, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says in a statement, he says this, quote, "We will, while we do not seek to escalate conflict in the region, we are committed and fully prepared to take further necessary measures to protect our troops or our people and facilities." Now, Iranian proxies have attacked U.S. positions more than 103 times since October 17th. What message does it send when you hear that statement and we've seen this many attacks?
Well, the Iranians have a lot of experience doing this. They've attacked us for certainly 1979 when, they had their revolution over there. And so essentially what they're doing is kind of pushing up against the line with us. And they're creating a scenario in such a way that it's really hurting our readiness, jeopardizing the lives of our troops. And I think the Ayatollah sitting in Tehran, says, look, the Americans aren't going to do anything serious. If they did, and we'd go after the IRGC or some of the Iranian headquarters, rather than just go after these proxies that are going to continue to play this game with us.
So, Bob, I wanted to get your take on this, being from the Army. 12 drones were brought down in the last 10 hours. You probably heard the breaking news at the top of the show. Is that a test of the system? Are they trying to see what will overwhelm us to get through?
We have 3 cruisers at least in that area. We have the Ike USS carrier in the Gulf of Aden. And of course, we have facilities in nearby Djibouti across the strait. So the Houthis are indeed testing us, and they're seeing whether or not we have the capability not only to go after drones, but of course, the Houthis have been using long-range ballistic missiles, even against Israel. So yes, this is a test. And Iran is, of course, behind it, orchestrating this whole thing. There's every indication that they have intel in the area that is really feeding the Houthis launching of drones and ballistic missiles.
So the Maersk, the shipping container company, said that they would resume operations now in the Red Sea. We've seen this attack now on a ship. The MSC container ship is called today, said that it was attacked in that area now. No one was injured in that attack. Coalition ship did respond to that. So, Victoria, can they call this Operation Prosperity Guardian a success?
Well, not really right now. And we had some reports over the weekend that a lot of our European partners were pulling out. And to Colonel Maginnis's point, I think what we need to do is take a strong targeted action. Nobody wants to see the United States dragged in to a broader conflict, but do what the Israelis reportedly did in Syria overnight. Take out a senior IRGC official outside of Damascus who had no business being there. He was posted as a diplomat at their embassy. I mean, hardly. So if you can take a strong action like that and push back, I think you would see the Houthis stop. But until that happens, they're just going to keep trying.
Yeah, and in the last 30 seconds that we have, Bob, you agree? Is that we have to take an action possibly against Iran or an Iran, something symbolic of Iran?
Certainly the Quds Force, IRGC. Reagan did it in 86 when he went after Mohammed Gaddafi, and he also hurt the Iranians. Until they're hurt, Edward, they are not going to stop using their proxies to really irritate us, and in some cases, it could be much worse. So we need to be prepared to do more than what we've done at this point. Think of Soleimani when we killed him in Baghdad. That was a very clear message to the Ayatollah. I think we could do the same.
Yeah, Bob, Victoria, I appreciate the insight. I'm sure we're going to be talking about this again, unfortunately, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good holiday.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.